What up, it's your boy Dvrth again from another video, and today we're here with Hunter x Hunter episode 133. Last episode was a very interesting build-up episode for just how strong the king is. We talked about in the discussion that while the king being that strong is crazy and it was really impressive and all that, my fear was when you make somebody that strong in your story, and this is more like me just worrying about meta stuff, which I shouldn't be, because I try not to worry about the meta stuff because I just want to enjoy the anime, but sometimes it's just my mind can't help but think about it, which is that when you make a character that strong in a story, it's, as a writer, you make it that much harder to kill that character when the time comes, right? As I alluded to in that discussion, I talked about how the Madara was handled in Naruto, and it didn't sit right with me. Luckily, I believe somebody on Patreon pretty much let me know, of course no spoilers, but let me know, don't worry, you will not have a Madara moment. And I was like, thank the fucking Lord. I was really afraid of that. But now I'm excited, or I was always excited, but now my worry is gone, and a bit more of my excitement has been revitalized, dear fucking God, revitalized, so I can fully enjoy the rest of this arc without worrying too much about that. But as I said, King super strong, fucking ridiculously strong, and honestly I don't know how we're going to handle that. We went through a couple ways that they could kill the king or at least appease the king, but knowing Togashi and how he's been writing, and he's been writing a fucking banger of a story so far, he could surprise us with some crazy shit. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Link's gonna be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description below for that as well. We also have a Discord if you want to join that and talk more Hunter x Hunter or anything else that we're watching on the channel. We'd love to see you there. Shit's been cooking lately. So with all that being said, with all that out the way, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. First, let me actually see okay, I want to make sure that that Crunchyroll did not fuck me. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. I love that it still kind of fucked me. Great. Oh, right. So they were doing like a little competition where yeah, whoever finds their target first wins. Man, that's crazy. That's so crazy, bro. Man. I'm surprised that some of those people haven't just died from exhaustion. Like, you've been standing up for, well, no, they haven't been standing up for that fucking long. Never mind. I'm thinking, man, I'm wilding out, bro. I'm wilding out. I'm out here thinking that this shit has been going on for days. This battle has not gone on for that long. So I think we're good. Ooh, 6/7 of your body? Jesus. That's crazy. That's a lot of life that you just gave the king. Man, that's where you wrong. Man, oh my god, the inner turmoil of Poof. I fucking feel for him. I feel for him. Listen, I don't know how people feel about the ants. But for some reason, and Poof is fucked, right? Out of all the ants, the royal guard, including the king, Poof is probably the worst. And I mean that in like Poof is probably the most had the how do I put this? Poof had the least amount. How do I explain this? Right? If you would have told me which one out of the four ants, royal guard and king included, which one would continue to be evil, I would pick Poof. Like that's how I'll put that. I would choose Poof to continue being evil or like just demonstrative in some way. Um Other than anybody else, you know. So but still every time Poof is like going through his inner turmoil of like worrying about shit, I feel for that. I feel for my man's, bro. Like he is really he's really like frustrated and deadline to lit. That's not us, right? That's not us. That's not us. That's not us, right? Mm, okay. That's my doggy Colgo, bro. Bro, that's my dog Wealthy, and I hope you survive. I hope you survive. That's my dog. Sherlock Welfin Holmes. Okay. Listen, buddy, I understand that you be suspicious of people, but trust. Ah, shit. Trust, bro. Trust. You good. There you go. Better than you. Jesus Christ. Okay. 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 Oh, Gyro. Really? They bring up Gyro sometimes, and I'm just like, bro, what are you building up to with that guy? Oh, is that his real name? Or his name before he died? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's his former name. That's crazy. How did you know? Oh, really? He was always a real nigga, bro. Oh, that Manny Colgo was always a friend. Oh man. He was always a friend, bro. That is that's my dog. That's my dog, bro. Damn. That's real shit, bro. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, okay. Real shit. Yeah. You all survived technically. Yeah. That's real shit. Bro, that's my doggy Congo, bro. Like, stop playing with him. Like, that's top 10 character right there. Stop playing. Stop playing. Like, that's not top 10 character. Congo. He better fucking live. I just thought about it. Yeah. We're not out the fucking fire yet. You better live. All of you. Welfin, Congo, hell, Bravado. I don't give a fuck. You all better live. Ugh. Okay. You good? The fuck was that? The nigga just cough? What the fuck? Dog. Are you good? Nigga caught a cold? Nigga got pneumonia? He was out there in the stratosphere too much? I'm about to say fucking how. Okay. Good man, Welfin. Good man, Welfin. Please make it out of this, bro. Please make it out of this. Just wanna. Jesus, man. It's bro. Talk. I swear to God, man. Like this gyro guy has to be a fucking demon. UP, UP. Don't you fucking dare you. You better fucking not. You piece of shit. I will beat your ass. You. Oh, you. Come on, bro. Chill out, UP. Come on. Okay. Okay. Come on. Oh, man. UP. Come on, man. Be a bro. Be a bro. Be a bro, UP. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, Welfin. Oh, Welfin Demon. Oh, Demon, bro. Oh, Welfin, you have no dog. Is he sick? Yuppie. What the fuck? Did he give like way too much of his life to the king? What? Oh shit. Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember? Jesus. Oh shit. No way, Wilfin. Oh shit. Shit. Really? We doing this right now? I don't know how much power you What the fuck? Is Yuppie dying because he gave too much fucking life to the king? What the fuck? It's gonna be like a piece. Oh fuck, man. Yep, there's a oh shit, there's a piece there. Jesus fucking Christ. Great. Well, this might be good. Maybe. Maybe? I hope that it Oh shit. He's remembering. This might be a good thing. I don't know. Like if he can remember Komugi and then that makes him a better person, I'm all for it. But if this enrages him for some reason, well, fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's just on the tip of his tongue. Dude, what the fuck? Why does everybody have a nosebleed? Are they actually dying from radiation sickness? Oh my fucking god. Was I right about the radiation sickness? Oh, that's a horrible way to go. Oh, that's a horrible way to go. I don't know. I don't know but no, cause the king's bleeding too. I was about to say maybe Yuppie, what the fuck? Holy shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? But it can't be because they gave the king all their life because the king's bleeding too. Oh shit. That hey shit dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Man. Okay. Thanks. I mean, crazier things have happened, buddy. Right, like think about you, like you're both ants. Come on. Right. Yeah, think about it, buddy. Yep. Yeah, it's not out of the possibility, man. Okay. There's a human that the king cares deeply about. Must protect that human. You must kill that human. They both reaction. Oh, okay. Right, so that's basically what they're going through. Okay. Does he? Is it because he doesn't? Is it because he doesn't remember or he didn't remember? Oh, oh, okay. Simple, right? Okay, simple. So she, okay. Huh. Okay. Right, because until the king dies? What? What? Right. So are they actually dying? Oh shit. Oh shit. It is, bro. Also, god damn, Palm. Oh shit. They are dying from radiation sickness. That is that's holy shit. Um, can she breathe in that? I mean, I hope. Oh, so it's just wooden planks and shit. She has, I would assume she has a decent amount of, I don't know. I hope. I mean, isn't everybody on this battlefield? Bugs. I see. Yeah. Yeah. I see what we're getting at here. They're just bugs that needed to be squashed. You were bugs in a home that you were bugs in an unwanted home. And of course, the people that perceive to own that piece of land or home are going to squash you. Well, buddy, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Holy shit. And Yuppie was the smallest at that point. So they're all dying from radiation poisoning. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. They actually. Whoa, that's dark. That's dark. That's dark. That. Whoa. That's so crazy. I don't know how to feel about that, actually. I actually don't know how to feel about that. That's. Whoa. Oh my god. And because UP was the smallest, or I would assume because UP was the smallest, and you know, of course, next is going to be Poof, and because the king is the strongest, he'll probably withstand it the longest, so he'll be last. Oh wow. Uh, wow. Wow. I don't even know how to I don't know how to feel about that. I actually don't know how to feel about that. That's really that's when like when the bomb first went off, the okay. Let's just talk about let's talk about the episode. Okay. Um oh man. Um we'll just talk about. I mean, I think you all know what the meat and potatoes of this discussion is, but we'll quickly go over the episode real quick. Um, the we see that everybody is obviously weakened. Yuppie, and Poof both, very much weakened, and this episode was very found it to be a very important thing to hone in on, which is just how weak the royal guard has gotten, right? Yuppie, even Poof, with him being like, oh, I've been scattering my scales, but like ever since I gave the king like all like pretty much all my life, I, I'm not them bitches not scattering the way they used to, so you can obviously see that the episode is very intent on showing us just how weak they have become for reasons that we'll get into later in the discussion. But there's that, right? Then we get this moment with a couple moments actually with Hikago, Welfin, and Palm, which I really like. One thing that's always been eating at me, which I feel like I'll never get a real solid answer to, which is who the fuck is Gyro, right? Like we know who Gyro is, right? But we don't know who Gyro is. And now that there's another layer upon that is like, well, Gyro might just like Gyro probably got eaten as well. Which, in fact, we know that Gyro got eaten as well. He most likely did. He could be they. We don't know, he, she, they, whatever. I'm sure it's a dude. It was a dude in the backstory, so never mind. He could be anybody or anything, and on top of that, he might not even remember that he's Gyro. He may still have the same like attitude and the same type of like chip on the shoulder that we saw in the flashback, or like the same type of malice that we saw in the flashback. But as far as we know, we've never actually seen Gyro. So whenever they talk about him, it's really weird. It's almost like he's a fable, like he's just an elusive figure, like Bigfoot or something like that. So it's really weird whenever they bring up Gyro. I'm extremely interested, but it's just, on top of my interest is also this feeling of like, we haven't made much headway in the whole like information on Gyro thing, and I think the show's going to keep it that way for a while. Because while he doesn't seem important to the story, right? To like the main story, he seems it very, very important to other people though. And that's what keeps the excitement alive for Gyro, or at least for me. That's what keeps the excitement alive for Gyro. But outside of knowing who he is, what we really see in this, in whenever he's brought up, is how Gyro brings people together. We've seen multiple people who are like, yeah, I knew the guy, and you know, in my former life and stuff like that. And even here we see that Ikalgo and Welfin both worked under him. In fact, they were friends while working under him. And a really interesting comment that I got a while back, which I really wish that I knew which episode they commented this, but it was really good, so I remember it, which is what Gyro kind of represented for the story, because a lot of the characters and a lot of the situations in Hunter x Hunter are more like applicable to different situations that people are in. And this commenter said that for Gyro, or for Gyro's story, and like the whole thing with Gyro, it talked really well about, or it showed you what gang culture was all about, right? And this is me like this isn't me rephrasing. No, this isn't me like saying what the commenter said by like verbatim, but the gist of it was that Gyro kind of had this theme of like gang culture, and how like young men find camaraderie in that culture, even though it's not the best, you know, they still find camaraderie in that. So when you hear Gyro's name and people are like, oh yeah, I remember him, and then it also goes along with like people like Ikalgo and Welfin going, oh, and we were friends. Like, I remember we both worked under him and we were friends. That's how I remember you. It's just really interesting whenever he's brought up, you know, on top of all the themes that are working with Gyro, because there's also another thing with Gyro that coincides really well with the type of story that we're telling in this arc, which is just how much malice Gyro grew up with. And because Gyro was a human, supposedly, I would assume, from his backstory, because Gyro is a human, Gyro almost kind of is the embodiment, right? He is the personification. He could be the personification of that human malice that we've been talking about so much in this arc. So Gyro's always been really interesting to me. He's an absolute mystery, but he's always been really interesting to me. So there was that. Outside of all that, it was really nice to see like Ikalgo just being a dog again. Like, just like, you know, hey bro, we was friends. You know what I'm saying? Who said that we got to stop being friends and stuff like that? You know, it's great. So Welfin obviously takes the girls out, sets them free and all that. That's my dog, Welfin. love that man, bro. That Welfin was just a nobody to me a bunch of like episodes ago. But now that's one of my dogs too. I like Welfin. I really like Welfin. So definitely Welfin, great guy. Glad that he seems to have gotten out. But let's talk about what the fuck is going on here. So at first I thought I misheard Yuppie when he started coughing, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, did you just cough? What? What? And for some reason it was so jarring to me in that moment. I was like, did you cough? What the fuck? And at first I was thinking, oh shit, Yuppie gave a lot of his life to the king. He was it Yuppie that said that he gave 6/7 of his life to the king, which is, dude, my god, that's not even like, bro, that's like way more than half. That's way more than 60%. Goddamn. So when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, dude, like you gave way too much to the king. Like, talk about giving your life to the king, dude, you overdid it. So I figured that he was dying because he didn't have enough life left. But then his like nose started bleeding or some shit or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh no, I don't think it's because you gave your life, right? So that was around the time that I started like being a little worried about it. I was, I was expecting to see like Poof also like deal with the same thing of like coughing up blood or something like that, or having a nosebleed and stuff or something like that, to show that he also is going through the same thing because he gave up too much of his life to the king. But then the king's nose starts bleeding. I'm like, oh no, it's everybody. So the bomb did cause radiation sickness in them, which was something that we talked about it like immediately after we saw the bomb. Like I mean like immediately, because in my head, of course, right? Like if what we were trying to show in that moment was the peak of human malice, and obviously it looked like a nuke. It it caused damage like a nuke. It was a nuke, right? It had the same backstory as a nuke. It had the same bylaws and restrictions as a nuke when they started talking about it. It affected nations the same way that nukes did when our world first started making them. In our world, the US used one, and yeah, the same shit happened in the show, and I'm like, okay, it's a nuke. But as realistic as the show was being, I was like, if you want to go a step further, nukes cause radiation sickness. And even if he lived, he was going to come out of that dying. So the fact that he went there, like, it was already crazy that the mangaka went there with the nuke, right? I was like, oh shit, bro. Oh, not the nuke, bro. Why would you do that? Oh, that's dark. That's really dark. But it's a different level for him to have went even further by saying, okay, not only is there a nuke here in the form of the poor man's rose, but also we're going to have radiation sickness. There's going to be actual fallout for that nuke, right? So the commitment to realism is what is really getting me, right? Like, it's dark as all hell, right? And there's still another layer that I want to talk about that Palm brought up when it comes to the nuke. But it's dark as all hell, but the absolute realism that we get from them being like, oh yeah, and now there's nuclear fallout that they're suffering from. Man, talk about a great way to resolve an enemy being too strong. Like, here's the thing, I can imagine that there are people that don't like that the king is dying from nuclear fallout. I could imagine that there would be people that are like, it seems like a cop-out or whatever. I want to see a fight between the king and all blah blah blah, right? But no, this is on brand for what this arc is all about. I'm not going to rehash it. This video will be too long, but this is completely on brand for what this arc is all about. Which brings me to the conversation between Ikalgo and Palm, which was really interesting because at first it was just a normal conversation of like, why do you think that they want the girl? What do we do with the girl? Blah blah blah. And that was all fun. That was all fine and dandy. However, Palm gets into some really real shit, some really dark shit, and when she starts talking about like, well, of course the king would care, like, of course some, like, maybe not the king, but like in their mind, like, of course somebody would care for the girl, and somebody would also be like, we have to kill the girl because we have human genes. Like, and we're here, like, we are living proof that there can be conflicting thoughts and feelings within ants, and that goes to the highest order, the king, right? So it's not surprising that the ants are conflicted, or the royal guard and everybody's conflicted, because that's just the human in them working, basically. But the really interesting thing that Palm started to talk about was the idea of them being there, right? The ant's existence. And she likens it to like an actual bug, to actual ants. The reason why it's so cool, and this brings up the idea of why it's so cool that they are chimera ants, and it started off with them being a colony and all this other stuff, and we talked about all that. Won't rehash it because this video would be an hour, not even an hour. This video would be too long if we rehashed all that. But it's interesting that the life cycle came all the way from them being a colony, ants, blah blah, hive mind, all the other stuff, and then they go from their wilderness, their home, whatever, and they invade somebody else's home. Now, if we look at this, not even like somebody's actual house, but just a place in which somebody perceives themselves to have domain over, right? Say like you walk outside of your house right now, and on the other side of the street, you see a colony of ants. Most people, like, of course, like, most people won't want to step in the ants, but like most people in general, you see those ants as bugs that you just have to step on, get rid of, because they are in your space. You don't like them to be in your space. So of course you would just step on them, right? And what in the vision, or the imagery that Palm uses for somebody just stepping on an ant works in both ways, right? Is that now you think of that as the chimera ants invading what humans perceive as their domain, and they're like, get it out of here, right? Because here's the thing, right? The whole idea of that conversation was that the battlefield was cruel. Everybody was cruel. It wasn't just the ants, right? The humans are cruel as well. And if you look at it through the lens of them just being bugs, right? Stepping on a bug is pretty fucking cruel. Like here's the thing, man. There was like a fucking mayfly in my room the other day, and I fucking destroyed it. All right, I fucking obliterated it from the existence of this timeline. All right, and I didn't feel bad at all. Right now, here's the thing. That makes me a very cruel person. All right, like yes, I can at least admit that, right? But if we take that and we look at it from the lens of this show or this arc, I basically looked at that fly and was like, I don't like you being in my space. So what am I going to do? I'm going to erase you from existence. You know, I'm going to get rid of you. So we can see that in the same way for the ants. Humans are very cruel, but not only are they very cruel, they're persistently cruel. They are one of the fucking OG jokes, one of the OG inside jokes of this channel is Caesar the lizard. If you weren't there for that stream, I was streaming. And there was like a fucking lizard that was somewhere in my room, and I was like, oh shit, there's a lizard, and I spent like half of that stream trying to kill that lizard. So my point is that when humans are not just cruel, they are persistently cruel. When they see something that they believe is in their domain and does not need to exist in their domain, their first thought is to kill it. Especially when they feel like they are above that thing. That's why it's so cool, so interesting for them to be chimera ants. I don't think I've talked about it enough, but the genius of making them as such for just for writing purposes alone is crazy. Like that, it's so smart to do that, because there's so many avenues or thematical avenues that you could go with that idea, and it seems like this arc absolutely did. It went everywhere with the theme of them being ants and humans not wanting those beings anywhere in their domain, right? So I love it. It's not even a lesson, right? It's such a good cautionary tale for the show and just for life in general. It's just a really good cautionary tale for people to hear and learn from, like gain a lesson from, right? So I really like that. So Palm is very resolute in saying that the king will die, and very soon. We can assume, unless it's something totally different, but I think we can definitely assume now that they are dying from nuclear fallout, because even when she said it, the rose was in the background. Netero's like skull thing was in the background. Yeah, they're dying from fallout. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah. So the king will die soon, as Palm said, and towards the end there, Poof decides to call the contest off, blah blah blah. King's remembering what exactly is going on, or at least has it on the tip of his tongue, and now wants Yuppie to let him in on everything that's going on. However, towards the end there, we see Yuppie also coughing up blood. So Yuppie is about to die too. Now the funny thing is that you have Yuppie going, where's Pito? Where's Pito? Where's Pito? Where's Pito? And the, the funny thing is that, like, and I'll end the discussion off on this. The funny thing is that you killed Pito. You killed. If you want to know where Pito is, you killed him. You sent Pito to their death. Whenever you were like, by the way, we've got Komugi, and lied. Yes. You sent Pito to their death. Congratulations, Poof. You played yourself. That shit is funny. That shit is so fucking funny, man. That's so funny. So really interesting stuff going on. I truly hope that now that we know that the king is dying, I truly hope that you are not Pete. I truly hope that he gets a chance to talk to Komugi again. I remember I specifically remember saying this, that like when it's all said and done and the king eventually gets killed or is dying or whatever, the only thing that he'll probably be thinking about or be wanting from life is to play Gungi with Komugi again. So I hope they at least get to, like, I don't know, man, just reconvene once more. I get that we're trying to hide her from the king, but like, man, I really want Meruem to just have that, just have that last little thing, man. I really want that. But they hit her in a box or something. Hopefully you don't suffocate in that bitch. But man, I can safely say that I'm actually, even though I know he's dying now, I can safely say I'm kind of hoping for the best for the king. I want him. I don't want him to go out sad, bro. I don't want him to, like, I just want him to see each other again. I really like that relationship. I loved that relationship. It was great. So with all that being said, that was a fantastic episode. Really enjoyed it. I guess we know now how they're gonna handle the king. They're just gonna let him die. That's crazy. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. Where's that? There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.